Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Well, the day is finally here. That's right, for all of you who have been following Wonderland Amusements and their Alice Goes to Wonderland pinball machine, their Kickstarter campaign has just gone live. We're going to check out all the details right after this. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video. Of course, if this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So let's jump down the rabbit hole and check out the Alice Goes to Wonderland Kickstarter campaign. All right, so here we are on the Alice Goes to Wonderland Kickstarter page. I'll have a link in the description to this so you can get to it yourself. This went live just about 10-15 minutes ago as I'm recording this, and as you can see, it's already doing quite well. They had a pledge goal of 100,000. They're well over that already, over 225. You see the number going up as I'm talking, 226,000 with 225 backers already on this project. So I'm just going to go through some of the campaign here. Of course, you can check a lot of this out yourself. A lot of this is stuff that we've already seen, that we've already known from them as they've, continued to keep people updated on the progress of this campaign of this pinball machine. So I don't want to take too much time, but I do want to point out a few things. So, of course, as you look into this campaign and you follow along with it, there's information about Wonderland Amusements, a little bit about the people behind it, talking about their first pinball machine, Alice Goes to Wonderland, some of the classic pinball features, custom artwork. It'll have Wi-Fi enabled for high score and updates, compact design, 80% scale of real pinball. This is designed to be a home pinball machine, not the type you're going to see in an arcade for sure. Scaled down mechanics, real action with a 22mm ball size, so a smaller pinball than a real pinball machine would have. Affordable price at just under $1,000. Dynamic gameplay stories, durable build, engaging playfield layout, so on and so forth. So a little bit about the gameplay here. It says, as you can see from the marquee, Alice has fallen into a strange and chaotic wonderland. Desperate to find her way home, she asks the White Rabbit for help. His answer, she must complete 8 tasks to escape. Each task is tied to one of the 8 symbols surrounding you on the playfield. Completing all 8 tasks finishes level 1, but the journey doesn't end there. Wonderland has 3 levels, each more challenging than the last. Only the wizards among you will guide Alice all the way home. Think you have what it takes. Give it a try. Good luck. You're going to need it. So whether you're guiding Alice home or chasing the highest score, gameplay revolves around mastering 8 shooting lanes, each tied to a unique task. Successfully completing these tasks lights symbols on the playfield and helps progress your game. So you can see here they have a layout of the playfield here and showing you the different lanes, the different numbers that relate to the different tasks of the game as you can play. Now, interestingly enough, there's a couple of things on here. One of the things you can see is the Mad Hatter on here. This has been shown as more of like a 2D acrylic, just kind of bobblehead on this. This is with the 3D version that they're also offering, which I believe is part of add-ons, the reward add-ons that you can get. But I'll get to that in just a minute. So they got a little bit more here on the scoring lanes and the tasks. Lane 1, caterpillar targets. Hit all 3 targets to complete this task. Lane 2, drink me, pass through this lane 3 times to complete. Battle symbol lights up. And you can see a little animation here that gives you kind of an idea of what you would see on the DMD when you're playing. I'm going to assume this is going to be part of the drink me task. And of course, they've got information on here for all the different lanes, all the different tasks. Feel free to check this out for yourself to get more info and a little bit of video of the pinball coming down one of the wireframe ramps. So this is cool, showing off some of the different toys and features on the playfield itself. Like in the background, you've got the Queen's Castle, which lights up and the Queen talks. You've got the Cheshire Cat, the head lights up and talks, the Mad Hatter, Springhead, sways back and forth and talks. And again, you can either get the standard one, which is this 2D version, or a 3D version. I believe same thing with the Cheshire Cat. And then the caterpillar also talks when triggered. So there's a lot of interaction, it looks like, on the playfield, not just, you know, the ball bouncing around, but when you hit certain things and certain targets, you're going to get a reaction. Now, once this launches and as this gets out to people, they do plan on doing code updates. This is just the core gameplay. There will be hidden combinations and bonus sequences for you to discover. Over time, we'll release updates with new gameplay features, animation, music, and character voiceovers to keep the adventure fresh. So this is not going to be you buy it and play it as is. They do plan on adding more to this over time. And of course, one thing we hadn't really seen from them before, and now we're getting kind of our first look at it, is multi-ball. That's right, this will have a multi-ball feature. There's no pinball experience is complete without multi-ball. Alice Goes to Wonderland features exciting multi-ball modes that let you unleash multiple balls on the playfield at once, creating fast-paced, high-scoring action, strategically hit targets, keep the chaos under control, and rack up huge points. Just don't let them drain. Now, there's also a video on here of their latest playthrough of the prototype from earlier this month. Unfortunately, again, this is the prototype, so I believe there are still changes to come before this actually ships out. And this is going to ship out around November of this year. So we don't have any updated play action on this. Now, maybe by the time this gets to WonderCon at the end of March, there will be more for them to show off. I know people are going to get their chance to actually play this in person at WonderCon. So anybody who's going to be out there, you can actually check this out for yourself. You can play it for yourself, and hopefully we'll get, you know, a better idea of how the game plays. Now, this Kickstarter does offer different reward tiers depending on what you want to pledge. And you can go so far as to just pledge a couple of bucks to them to help support them and back them without actually wanting to buy this yourself. You could even just go for a $20 reward tier and get the Queen's Court playing cards if that's all you wanted, again, to help support this product. If you don't have, or to support not just this product, but this company, if you didn't have the money or weren't really interested in the full pinball machine itself. Now, as far as the pinball machine itself, they are offering multiple tiers here. You can see their White Rabbit Early Bird Special, $7.99. That's a 20% saving, but it's limited to only 200. I got to tell you, at the time I'm recording this, there's about 10 or 11 spots left of those 200. Does seem to be going pretty quick. But if you miss out on that, there is the Mad Hatter's Choice, 15% savings, $849, only a $50 difference. That I'm sure that there will be more available. There's also the Tweedledee and Tweedledum 2-pack, 2 machines, 20% off, $15.98. And then finally, there's the limited edition Queen of Hearts collection, which is a Kickstarter exclusive bundle. So this will only be available, I assume, while the Kickstarter is going on. With this, you get the Alice Goes to Wonderland machine with antique bronze accents, an individually numbered and signed collector's plate, limited edition certificate of authenticity, and all the Kickstarter exclusive add-ons, the Mad Hatter lighted topper, the Queen's Court 3D character bundle, Wonderland shooter upgrade, Wonderland pinball dust cover, Queen's Court character playing cards. I'll go over some of those add-ons again a little closer in just a second here, but that's going to be $18.99. Now, of course, those add-ons, you are able to get those separately. So if you got the $7.99 or the $849 version and not the giant Queen's bundle, you could pick and choose some of these if you wanted to, like a $50 dust cover or $129 for some of these extra add-ons, like the bronze plated shooter that looks like a keyhole, the 3D sculpt of the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat where the eyes light up. This one is probably the one that I think is probably the coolest. The shooter, is a neat accessory, but having those 3D toys on the playfield, I think is going to look a lot cooler than just the 2D versions. But again, you decide what is best for you. If that's something you want to do, for $130, seems pretty cool. And then for $149, you have the Mad Hatter lighted topper. Now, I don't know if this just lights up or if the lights react to what's going on during the game. it looks like it possibly just lights up, and that's it. Kind of like with the At Games 4KP machines, you have the lighted toppers that just light up. This may just do that. There doesn't seem to be any like animation or anything with this, but it is possible that maybe the colors change, maybe the lighting changes depending on what's going on. Again, it doesn't really say here. It just says it's a lighted topper. Now, of course, the campaign continues with more info on the machine, why it's a smaller size, what they're hoping to accomplish with this by making it 80% the size of a real pinball machine. A little more animation, I guess, from what would be on the DMD. Another close look at the play field and things. Custom development experience. So kind of going through all of their iterations, a little bit about the artist who did the artwork for this machine, the people who did the sound for it, all that kind of stuff. Now, the campaign even has a section talking about what others have been saying about this machine since it was announced at Pinball Expo last year. You can see a lot of that information here. And even some of the news outlets and YouTubers have been covering this. I'm a little disappointed I'm not on this, but, you know, it is what it is. Maybe they'll add me. Who knows? But before I wrap this up, I just want to show this really quick. Like I said, the White Rabbit Early Bird Special at $7.99. That's the one that is limited to only 200. There is 11 left of 200 at the time I'm recording this. Guys, just wanted to put that out there. If you were looking to jump on this right away, save that 20%, get it at what is going to be the cheapest price out there. This is the one to go for. But again, if you miss it, there is the Mad Hatter's Choice. It's only another $50, $8.49. This and all the other packs do not seem to be limited. It is just that first 20% off bundle for 200 units. But there you go, the Kickstarter for Alice Goes to Wonderland now live. You can actually start to pre-order this right now. They are looking to ship around November of this year, so you've got a while to wait until this is actually going to come out. But like I said, if you have been really interested in this, you've been dying to jump in right away, get it at that cheapest price available, $7.99. There's about 11 left right now as I'm recording this. It may be even less by the time this posts in just a little while. But this Kickstarter campaign is going to be going on for a while, even still at the $850 price. If this is something you're interested in, I think that is pretty cool. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you interested in this Alice Goes to Wonderland pinball? Are you picking it up? Are you already a backer? If so, which version are you going to get? Are you going to do any of the add-ons? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me those comments below. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. And of course, if you want to support the channel even further, you could consider getting a membership. But that's all for now. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care and happy gaming.